Good morning, YouTubers. I'm going to talk a little bit louder because I got the furnace running out here in the garage. It's the first day of January. I wasn't planning on making this video, but I need to clean up my saw. You saw yesterday I was cutting up a tree that fell on the ice, and there was a lot of snow. And all that water got into my saw. So we got to clean her up today. I don't want rust over the rest of the winter while it sits. So I figured, well, I might as well show you this while I clean it up. See what you think. Alright, let's get started. Oh, it's only about 10 degrees outside. There's probably about a 10 or 15 mile an hour wind, so it's cool out there, so I won't be doing anything outside today. But we're heating up the garage. I've got it up to about 46 degrees in here right now, which isn't too bad. I normally have the big heater going, but it's too loud, so we just let the furnace run while I make this video. Alright, now we can get started. The first thing you're going to see is how dirty this thing is. See how all the chips and stuff just packed on there because of the water? We got to get that cleaned off of there, because all that does is hold moisture and end up wrecking the saw. So we'll be cleaning off everything. I'll start with a brush. I may have to use the compressor to blow it all off. But we'll start with the brush and get some of it off. Okay, let's see what we can get off of here just by brushing it. Now, this isn't the full cleanup. This is just trying to get some of the loose stuff off of it before I take it apart and really clean it. Some of the loose stuff off. Now we'll start working on taking it apart. There. Let the brush sit there for now. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take off the air cleaner. See what's in there. Oh yeah, she's packed up. This is what they get to look like. Yeah, we're going to have to get the compressor going. Alright, let's see if we can clean up this filter a little better. Filter cover. Excuse me. Now we got to clean this up. You notice I got some paper towelling in there because I don't want to get any dirt inside. I'll shut that back off. Now we'll take the toweling out of here. I want to reassemble this. So that when I do the rest of it, I don't get dirt and stuff back in here. It's that simple. I think this next spring I'm going to look at picking up a new filter for it. But this is good enough for now. Now we got to take the cover off. Got to be careful with these nuts. If you do it out in the woods, you don't want to lose them. These aren't captured, so. Alright, there we are. And we got to loosen up the chain a little bit. Now, it should come right off. Come on. Loosen up a little more. There. Now you can see all the crap that fell out of there and what's in there. I gotta clean that all out. I'll do that over the garbage can. And then this area in here, I'll blow this all out. Take this right off. Come on. There we go. It's just that simple to put it down. There. As you can see, this is a mess. So we're going to clean that all up, and I'll bring you back before we put it back together. There. As you can see, it looks a lot better now. It's ready to put back on. Now we're going to clean up the saw itself. I'll bring it back when that's done. When you're cleaning out the bar, don't forget the oil hole, the grease hole. I shouldn't say oil hole, but this is the grease hole for the front sprocket. Make sure you get that cleaned out on both sides. The other thing, which I've already done, don't forget to take something small and go in that track. I did it already, and look, there's still more coming out. If you want premature wear on your bar, that'll do it. You leave that in there. But each time you clean, you need to clean that out too. I think this one's pretty good. Alright, now on to the saw itself. First thing we're going to do is blow out as much as we can. The compressor will probably start back up. what a difference that makes. Do a little wipe down and we'll be ready to assemble. Alright, time to reassemble. This is the way I had the bar before. Now I'm going to turn it over so we get more wear on this side and wear the bar evenly. Get that put back on. Chain on. You seeing this with my arm in the way. We got that on. Now we're going to back the screw out a little bit more just to make sure it isn't interfering when I put it together. And this pin right here goes into one of these holes depending on which way you had the bar set, and that adjusts the tension. See, if you back that screw off, it goes on pretty easy. Alright, now I want to snug them up a bit. You see that once you hold the bar in its position, there's a lot more tightening to do on it. There. I don't think I have it too tight. And you can see the chain is starting to come up into position. Yeah, just a hair too tight. Now, what I do is I hold the bar up that feels pretty good right there. Snuggle one of them up a little bit more. Yeah, that feels real good. Yeah. When you pull up the chain, the pieces in it should not come out. It should take a lot of force to bring them out of that track. I think that's pretty good right there. So we'll just finish tightening it up. And that is pretty much it. Always make sure it still works the way it's supposed to. The chain is on correctly. I mention that because I have put a chain on backwards. So I kind of watch that. Make sure I put the chain on the right way. Sometimes you're just brain dead, you're just not thinking, you know. Okay, the last thing, I'm going to resharpen the chain just excuse me, with my hand sharpener just to make sure she's got a decent edge on. So I get that done. What I do is I always mark one link just with a black magic marker, any kind of marker will work, just so you can tell which one, where you started. For this I put gloves on. You don't want chewing your hand up. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Turn you a little bit over this way. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Alright. Now this is just my hand sharpener. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's markings on it. That's at the 30 degree that I need to put on here. Alright. And I just go 1, 2, 3. And all you're doing is just honing it up, really. You're not making it super sharp, because it already is sharp. Just trying to take that little wear edge off of it. Now there's a lot of people that swear by this technique, and there's a lot of people that swear at this technique. So to each his own. I find this works the best for me for touching up the chain. And I could feel it. I could feel the first one has kind of a rough feeling, and then it smooths out the second, third. There, and that side's done. Now I gotta flip it over to the other side. Okay, this is the link that I had marked. It's still the same procedure. Some people, when they do it, they like locking the bar in a vise. I find this works just as fine for me. Especially when you have a bench you can work on. If you didn't see yesterday's video, I'll try to get a link to it at the end of this video. Maybe I can get a link down in the comments. I've done that before. I'll figure out how to do that. I've got kind of a glare here. I had to make sure I didn't go around the second time here. This is the last one. That's done. And now I don't have to worry about rusting up over the winter. And the last thing to do is put the guard on. And that's it. She is cleaned up and ready to go. Alright. Couch is all ready to put away for the winter. But if I would need it, the tree goes down from heavy snow or whatever, it's ready to go. And if I would have to use it in snow again, I'd clean it up just the same way before I put it away. For those that don't know, this is, as you can see, it's an Echo. It is a CS330T. T means trimming saw. I don't have my handle back here. It's up on top, which means I can use it one-handed if I need to. That's why it's a trimming saw. Now, when I'm cutting big wood, I've got my other hand on this handle. But if I need to for limbing and stuff, I could go to one hand. Well, I guess that's the end of this video. Hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve. And we'll catch you on the next one. And as I said in the video yesterday, I don't know exactly what that's going to be. Until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye now.